All right, fight fans, welcome back. I'm AmiPolizeiFunk. I am here with my analyst extraordinaire, Ciez, straight from South Carolina. Ciez, this is an elimination game right here. Should Korean Army lose, he's done.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to write down VP's last game, didn't we? Or is your did you remember it?
I don't know, but it was a swamping.
Yeah,
it's going to be up
probably
in the high 400s.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really high value, whatever that might have been. So, guys, we're about to launch into DevM and Korean Army Game 2. Korean Army finds himself with his back up against the wall. Should he lose, he's out of here, but at least maybe he can get some sleep.
Yeah, it's probably like 5 a.m. this time, right? 4 a.m., 5 a.m.?
Yeah, it's late in Korea right now. I wonder how many Korean fans are up watching him and rooting for him now. So, you guys, come on, pull it all together. Let's go to the ace game. Korean Army, come on. You got to fight the best USF on the planet, but you can do it. Let's go in game, guys. We're paused at 5. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. Thanks, Stefan Fu. Oh, no, this one's Linsky. I just posted the music, guys. If you want it, go check out the forums. I posted the whole album. Anyway, we're going in game. Follow me in. We're paused at 5. We're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fighting out of the northern corner of Langraskaya. Somehow these Americans made it to the Russian side of the. They made it to the eastern front. They're behind the lines. They must have been dropped in. Wearing the blue trunks, representing Portugal, our SNF4 season champ. It's DevM. He's #1 as US. Fear him. His opponent in the south, wearing the red trunks, playing the Osther, which we learned to pronounce from Love Nest. Oh man, come on computer, come on computer. I'm getting little laggies here, little laggies there. I've been broadcasting for a while. We might have to do a little reboot or a game reboot or something like that. Who knows what? But hang in there, SNF Central. In the red trunks, playing from Korea late into the night. Playing the Oster, his back up against the wall. If he loses, he's out of OCF. It's Korean Army! All right. Got some wire going down. Wants to protect that VP. This is pressure, man. This is tough. After that grueling qualification last Saturday, to have it go all for naught if you lose this one game, man, that is tough. Here come DevM's rifles.
Yeah, and Korean Army is already gone with close air support, which seems to be kind of like his signature commander.
Well, we know how strong it is. Many have called it OP. Did it get any adjustments when the Brits came out and with the September 17th patch?
I forget if it was when Brits came out or before or after. At some point, Relic did make the planes come, like they have to fly further, so they don't come as fast, so you can try to move your infantry out of the pins and stuff quicker.
So that's good. So it got a little nerf.
It's
still pretty darn strong.
They nerfed redistribute as well. It used to give 150 immunity for 50 fuel, now it gives 125, so it's not as efficient doing that either.
Ah, okay. Cool. Okay, these rifles should beat these Pioneers. And in the center, we have another squad of rifles. Korean Army's Grens are going to go to the safety of the house. And DevM's ability to stay active and keep capping is phenomenal. So let's see if we can keep up with him, guys. Look at the rear echelon are already in here, lowering the strap point right in front of Korean Army's base. He's got his MG42 out on the wing, but if this thing ever gets to open up on DevM, it's going to be brief. Look how DevM skirts the range of the MG42, right? Look at these little tiny yellow dots. That's the range of the MG42. DevM skirting it very successfully. Other rifles coming in. Like sometimes he'll fight. If he can't fight, he'll cap.
He went for a really early cutoff, but Korean Army repositioned this MG very well. To prevent that, however, on the other side, over to the left, while he was pushing for the cutoff, he was also sending 2 rifle squads to push the fuel. So either way, he really doesn't want Korean Army to have access to fuel right now.
One rifle squad got in so deep that he took base MG fire, so he had to retreat. We got a rifle in the very corner. He's trying to stay in the fog of war. He's trying to cap down that fuel point. Other rifles in green cover. This is almost something you want. You want an MG shooting at you while you're in green cover, because that opens up the opportunity for flanks.
Yep, and it finally gets the suppression, and both of those rifles go home. So Korean Army will get to recap his fuel. However, DevM is right now at 26 per minute. Korean Army is half that at 13 per minute. So Korean Army will lose a decent bit of fuel from this, and DevM is calling in a very, very fast M20. Very,
sure
very strong
is.
unit.
When that thing hits the field, we got to look at the clock, because this could be like a record M20 coming on. I did also see one of these. They have one of these in Münster, and it's kind of an underwhelming vehicle when you witness it up close after seeing Tigers and Jacksons and so forth. But in Company of Heroes 2, when it comes this early, it can wreak havoc on the infantry.
I'm sure it's not underwhelming if it's that 50 cal is shooting at you in real life.
That's
either.
true. The one I saw had like an empty turret. There was nothing in there. It was just empty. Yeah. I think they put like a stuffed model, like a mannequin in there, and he definitely did a 50 cal. So I think he just nailed it. Okay, the M20's on the field, 4 minutes 40. Nice skin as well. Has he got the decals? DevM's rocking the decals. Nice. He's going to come in at the flank. He doesn't want any of that incendiary nonsense.
Gets his armored skirts, and so we're going to see M20 versus 222, which is really these days a battle of micro. Whoever has the better micro generally comes out on top. One trick is that you can take your vehicle crew out of the M20. They have the bazooka. Put your REs in there instead. Can really help shift things in favor of the M20. DevM early grenades too. Wipes a Gren squad with a nade.
God damn it!
Down near the cutoff.
Oh, here. Good. It's sometimes it's good that you're a second or two ahead of me. I was able to catch that, and that Gren squad is killed.
Yeah.
Now the M20 figures he sees a window, and he's going to come raging in and try to pick up as much as he can.
Uh-oh. This is not good for Korean Army. He runs straight into a rifle, anti-tank rifle, and bazookas pop out. Probably going to kill the 222 as soon as it hits the field. There.
Goodness. You are a couple seconds in front of me. No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
The 222 is trying to get away. The bazooka squad is chasing, and that will be the end of that vehicle. Oh, it's a sad day. Kaput. It is kaput. DevM showing why he's the #1 USF player in the world.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very uphill battle for Korean Army. He lost the Gren early. He lost his 222 instantly. This M20 is already up to 6 kills. Taking a lot of damage, so maybe this other 222 can get in there. Not get AT rifle naded, but the M20 is just going to go home.
Okay, let's sync up. I'm at 42, 43, 44, 45. I was going to compliment DevM on keeping understrength squads on the field capping. And look how he's going to pass the ball. Nope, I thought he was going to pass the ball to the stronger squad, but he's just going to bug out of this.
And Korean Army's already triple capped. 7 minutes in on triple cap.
Scouts are taking one of our points.
No, there is actually. I just noticed there's a teller mine on that mid road. If maybe the M20 will drive into that. I don't think DevM has sweepers right now, so that could be pretty big. Especially if DevM goes for like the M15 follow-up. Although he's actually teching captain, so he's not going to get an M15. And
oh, that tech! You really have to occasionally go look at the USF base because that tech doesn't show up on the top right, which is a bit frustrating. Right. I wish it would actually. Or the top left in this case.
Yep.
Looks like Korean Army's trying to bait that M20 into the teller.
Yeah, and actually DevM did do the little switcheroo where he has REs driving and the bazooka squad out bazooking things.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, they killed the first 222, so
yeah, they've got double vet.
Yeah.
They've got 6 kills on their own. I mean, they don't get credit for kills while they're inside the vehicle.
Oh, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the teller would only go off if a vehicle ran over it. M20 is just having its way, killing gifts. Pioneers serving themselves up.
Nice smoke nade over on the Muni point.
Yeah, he's trying to cloud the vision of the MG as the bazooka squad is penetrating. They lay in 2 really nice bazooka rounds against the 2-2-2. It's going to have to retreat back into its base. Can they get in the kill shot? Doesn't look like it. They are forced dangerously low. But the whole other rest of the armies here, 2 fully, manned up rifle squads, the M20 in tip-top shape, and Korean Army's got all of his units in its base.
And there's a Stuart coming out for DevM. It's about halfway out. The captain's here too, so between the captain and the vehicle crew with the bazooka, that 2-2-2 is not gonna have very much room to work with at all. And Korean Army's really gonna have to try to save for a pack, but he's just so blood on his grens. And, such a bad spot to be in right now, unfortunately for him.
He's throwing a nade against the LMG fire, trying to get some coverage so he can lower the flag, which he succeeds in doing. Swallows up a rifle nade from the Grenadiers, but that lieutenant squad's going to be just fine. They're just going to crawl away from danger. They're going to hop up now behind the smoke, and just look at the rifles, man. The noose
everywhere.
The noose is tightening on Korean Army. His base is a thick rope, and DevM is the hangman.
It's a very gruesome analogy, but I guess it works. So the pack coming out of the field. So DevM has spent considerable fuel on these light vehicles. So if Korean Army can somehow, oh, they're sitting right next to that teller. That M20's right next to the teller. If we could somehow, pop one with the teller, pop one with the pack, he might be able to bring himself back. Yeah.
We're looking for a way. Oh, a rifle squad falls. Perhaps that's the sign.
So it could be a start. Yeah, he just needs to get his VP under control, his Muni and fuel under control, with help of his pack. DevM tech. There it goes. The M20. Looking there.
Shush you! You're ahead of me again.
Sorry. Why do I keep getting ahead of you so much?
Let's think. I don't know. I think I need a reboot on Code 2. It's been a long day of Company of Heroes action. 11:04, 05, 06, 07, 08. Are we good? Pause for a sec.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So he lost the M20. He still got the Stuart. MG42. Is it really? I think it's an LMG. Rifles miscalling the unit that's attacking them. They're just as bad as Ami. But
the best is when like a Soviet tank. I don't want to spoil this shot.
It's okay. We're in sync now.
Yeah, bazookaing things.
Yep.
See, they're bazookaing things.
They're totally bazookaing things.
That's a new verb.
Yep, we're inventing stuff. We're in the home stretch now, Ciez, where if this game concludes, as it looks like it will very shortly, we are 3/4 of the way through the day.
Hopefully we'll have plenty of time for... What's the next one? Vindy versus Jezelin? That's what we're casting next?
Vindy versus Armstrong, I believe.
Vindy versus that's right. Yeah, Vindy versus Jezelin already happened.
Yeah, Vindy beat Jezelin. Jezelin's in the lower bracket. Whoa.
Yeah, who would have seen that coming? But yeah, it's like, speaking of the misspeaks, it's like when OKW tanks get shot by like a Soviet tank, they still say like Americana Sha'ama.
A race for the house, won by DevM.
These nades are relentless.
Oh, that one kills 3. Wipes the squad. DevM laying in pain. He's throwing pineapples. He's throwing smoke. Lieutenant's double vet. The Stuart's just chilling. He's like, am I even needed in this? You guys got this. Go get him.
Yeah, still doesn't even have a kill.
Go get him, Imp.
The capture point is being overrun.
Go get him. Go Zuka some stuff.
Yeah, I like this 50 cal HMG in the house covering the Korean Army's cutoff. It's doing work.
Oh yeah, look, it covers the top half of the cutoff.
There's a major reporting for action.
Man, DevM.
The south side might actually be weaker at this point of Longros. I don't know. Maybe
Korean
not.
Army's not moving over there. Of course, the Stewart could just go counter harass. You know, DevM's plowing through the tech trees. He's already got a major out.
And Korean Army's been, you know, buying munitions with fuel. And one thing I always say about CAS, as good as it is, I feel like you always have to tech at some point. And problem being, he is probably 20 minutes away from even thinking about a P4.
Yeah, the thing about CAS as well, I mean, he selected it really early. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe he wanted to get that transfer going and, you know, get an LMG or a flamer or whatnot. But the thing about CAS is it's not really a comeback commander. I mean,
Right.
it's a like I'm doing good, I'm leading, I'm keeping the pressure on you, you know, and then once I start unlocking all the air abilities, I can basically stop you from coming out of your base. You know, like how many times have we seen Semois Summer, CAS, you know, like just strafe after strafe, like basically allies aren't coming out of their base, you know what I mean? So it's a great doctrine to close the door, but I don't know how good of a doctrine it is to open the door. Here we have a strafe coming through. It does pin a rifle squad. The lieutenant just sucked it up, though, man. Lieutenant was just like, what? Whoa, what is all this smoke? Good grief. That's a lot of smoke. He's flanking this MG, just relentless rifle pressure. Now he sees the pack moving, moves into the Stewart. Yeah.
I think Korean Army, like, he doesn't have the manpower for it, obviously, but another MG, you know, just to... Because DevM's coming from all sides. There's no way one MG can cover everything like that. Packs almost take out the Stewart.
Yeah, the Pack plays in a good round, but he can't get the kill shot. And, you know, I guess DevM feels he's just going to keep the pressure up. I mean, he built a major, and he could wait for tanks, but he's just going to keep that high pressure on by building another Stewart. And now he's even
he's
moving
getting the Scott. That's
Is that a Scott?
Right?
Okay, it's very hard
it
to
looks
tell them
similar.
apart.
Yeah,
Their profiles are almost identical. Okay, so he plans to just pound you from afar. That'll be a good way to keep him penned in. If he sees any crowds capping any points anywhere, he'll just hit him with the Scott.
Well, he can just hide behind the hedges, you know, right near that VP, and just plink into Korean Army as he tries to leave his base.
Okay, here comes the Scott. You can see it's open carriage, snub nose. Looking good in OCF regalia. Thank you very kindly.
Less than 100 VPs already for Korean Army, unfortunately. I don't think this will be an ace game on me. I have a feeling.
Yeah? Have you resigned your hopes of an ace game?
I think I might have.
This has been brutal. This has been brutal. It will be a bit of an unceremonious exit of the tournament from Korean Army. He just had a whale of a tournament. You know, I'll never forget his game against...
Their game one against Aimstrong?
No,
different
last
one?
week.
The qualies?
Against oh my god, my brain's going to mush. Against Siberian. An amazing game against Siberian. He had KB8s, he had an IS-2, he killed a 5-vet Jagdpanzer IV. It will be sad to see him exit, and it looks like that's what the code gods are saying. They're saying your time is done, Korean Army.
It was a good run. Good while it lasted.
He had a hell of a run and did indeed do what he set out to do, which was provide us fans with good games. He did do that.
Apparently, so we got some more spoilers in the chat and some Twitch PMs.
Lay it in. Tell me.
Apparently, Pop just put on quite the impressive performance against Barton. Took him out 2-0.
And OMG Pop's a monster, dude. Don't ever underestimate OMG Pop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you see his performance in the All-Star game? His All-Star, he was the strongest player in the All-Star game, in my opinion. He was doing everything. Yeah. He's a great 1v1 player, great teammate player. So that's interesting. So
Korean Army taking out some vehicles. This is the comeback army. We spoke too soon. Two vehicles down.
Alive?
It's alive, yeah. If
it's pretty hard for packs to kill a Scott. I mean, that's just DevM. What? You know, DevM. He is a temperamental player, And he can easily go on tilt, actually. I think that might be one of his weaknesses. You know, he might have tilted in game 1 against Paula and then lost game 2. And, you know, I think he's far enough ahead in this game. Oh, yeah, sure, look at the VPs.
Yeah.
He's, you know, 37.
So
but
Sherman.
yeah, I don't think there will be any tilts or throws. Although Korean Army is getting some licks in. We do have a Sherman entering the contest, which I have to give a little bit of love to. Yep.
It's so good now too, man. I like buff the Sherman quite a bit.
Look at this monster popping the top gun, and this is getting down to it. 33 VIPs for Korean Army. Where's my follow cam? There it is. I have to torch you with the zoom. Look at that. Look at the powered by you. SNF. Screenshotted. Where's my screenshot? There it is. Bang. In the shadow of the trees. Just chilling. Okay. My apologies for all of you that hate it when I do that. But guess what? I'm going to keep doing it. Forward retreat point. Ambulance. Camping that center VP. Somehow Korean Army has 2 VPs and he's going for another one.
Yeah, he's not giving up, that's for sure. He's going to
not.
fight tooth and nail to the end for us and give us a great show.
He's off the drain. I mean, when these guys raise that the flag on the right, he will be back on the drain, and he's only got 33 VPs in the bank. But yeah, he's fighting. He's fighting.
Big strafe comes in, going to send DevM back to his base probably with all of those units. Although DevM just picked up the P-47, I don't really know what was he P-47ing? Maybe it was a misclick? Korean Army doesn't have a vehicle. How would he, unless you just want sight from the P-47?
What?
I mean, 240 manpower for line of sight, I don't know about that.
Manor Thunderbolt?
Yeah, it could be, the man. Maybe. Korean Army gave his
Manor
clanmate the
Thunderbolt
Manor Ram.
scouts. Yeah, right? They're scouting. They're scouting the enemy. That Manor Scout, that 28 VP, incredibly expensive scouting planes. Man, can you imagine Ciez if Korean Army turned this around? Oh my god.
Oh, DevM would be so mad about that, man.
That would be like the biggest self-destruct we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Sherman gets a big hit on, kills 3 Grenadiers. Korean Army, look at the VPs. Every single VP is being contested at the moment. MG capping on the right. They're fighting over the center VP, although DevM doesn't like this anymore. He's going to bug out of that. And Korean Army made a play for the right-hand side, but he's not going to pick it up. Get that fog war off again for you guys. And now it's 2-1, 16. Man, they're good scouts. They give you a lot of scouting. Look at them. They're still going.
The capture point is under attack.
14. Now he's going to wipe this left VP. I think he's going to stop the drain. At least this one more time. DevM's got another Sherman out. I think he's repairing one somewhere. Always hard to find. You gotta look at the crews. There they are. Okay, the drain is stopped at 11. Strafe against the rifles who wanted to decap the middle VP. They are now pinned. Left VP is up. Axis officially off the drain.
Sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Not so fast, DevM. Not so fast. It's gonna make you earn it.
Huge contention for this mid VP. I think DevM just has too many squads out there. You can smoke it over and over and over.
Oh no, Korean Army had to retreat there.
Still getting a foot in the circle.
Sherman going back to work on the left. These
New one
Grens
working on mid too.
Yeah, the second Sherman on the field coming in to help defend mid. We got a double vet, 50 cal MG. Swallows a nade to the face and stays on the field. The rifles are going to cap that center VP. The rifles are also harassing the left. Typical DevM, way to end it. Just hit you everywhere all the time as hard as you can. The 2 Shermans are raging. There's no way that Korean Army can handle this. He's back on. He's down to 10. He's down to 9. The Shermans are going to go out. He's got that center VP all his own. He's going to chase these Grens off to the left and maybe cap that one as well. 007. Down to 6. Ciez is stretching on the webcam. Sherman's
He's getting ready for next round, I guess.
Shermans don't care about anything. They don't care about reman packs. Down to 3. Down to 1. G, mother frickin' G. Korean Army, man, salutations to you. Consolations to you. You came up against the best USF player in the world, and we saw your fighting spirit at the end, but it just wasn't enough. DevM's going to take it down and move on in the lower bracket. He will not go out as the guy that lost to Paul and the guy that lost to Korean Army. That will not be his story this year, ladies and gentlemen. DevM has survived the first day of Operation Charlie Fox. He can rest now. His day is over. He will play again tomorrow. Congrats, DevN. Let me give you a ding-ding as I chalk up your 2-0 score against Korean Army. Okay, I guess Aimstrong and Vindicare are I don't know, either they're taking a break and saying, just give me another 5 minutes, or perhaps they're licking their chops, just ready to get in the ring and duke it out with one another. Ciez, how much time do you have left?
I have an hour and 10-ish minutes. I mean, if we're in the middle of a cast, I'm not just gonna like bail, right? But
we got you. We got you.
Yeah, I think we'll have time for at least 2 games as long as I start relatively quickly.
Excellent. So, referees, if you're listening to the stream, let's get Aimstrong and Vindicare in game. We're ready for them now. They have the green light to go. Korean Army, it's been a hell of a run for you, man. You provided awesome games. Respect to you, Korean Army. You're still one of my favorite players, and I hope to see you again in Company of Heroes 2 battles in the future. So, DevM moves on. Korean Army is out. We'll be right back with Aimstrong versus Vindicare X.